Okay, so what is an abstract class and what is a sealed class?
Okay, so these two are polar opposites of each other. Like the last video, you make a static class or a sealed class just by putting that keyword in front of the word class. But the difference is a sealed class cannot be inherited. An abstract class must be inherited.
Right.
So they're two opposite extremes. Normally we can do whatever we want. If we make like this class right here, class 2, we can choose to instantiate it or inherit from it. But once it's sealed, that changes. We can no longer inherit from class 2. So if we make another class.
Okay.
Yeah, so class 2, try to inherit class 3, which we do with the colon. And you're going to get a red squiggly, and that if we look in our error window or we hover over that, we're going to get an error that says cannot be derived.
Yep.
And while we're doing interview questions, I like to use the proper terms for when we talk about inheritance. So a lot of times you hear the word child class or parent class. Those are all old school terms that shouldn't be used. The interviewer might use them, but the correct term is base class, derived class.
Right.
Parent class causes the wrong connotation because you have multiple parents, and you for the most part you have a base class that can have multiple derived classes.
Right.
So it gets your mind in the right right frame of mind.
That.
So yeah, now we've got an abstract class. If you go into class 2 and just try to instantiate class 4, it will fail. Perfect. The IntelliSense is like, hey, go ahead and do it, but it doesn't work.
Right.
I like that the IntelliSense came up and told you to go ahead and instantiate class 4. Cannot create an instance of an abstract type, which is true. It is abstract, and therefore it cannot be instantiated. It can only be inherited from.
Right. And so this
works just fine.
So that's the difference. So this one, yeah. I mean, that's really it.
Yeah, I mean, that's really it. And I like that the names kind of make sense. It's sealed. Like, you can't necessarily see what's going on inside.
Add on to it. You can't,
it's the end of the line. Nothing's going to inherit from it. Abstract, the keyword isn't quite as well, but it's used so frequently that, because later on we'll get into abstract methods and other abstract things and interfaces. So, but yeah, those two are just polar opposites of each other. Not a lot to memorize for this one. So.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching that video from F12 Programming. Please remember to like and subscribe. That does so much for us in the ratings. You have no idea. Also, don't forget to comment below. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck coding.